AStampAbove.com, coming to you live from Menasha, Wisconsin. How is everybody doing? How did your weekend go? I see Julie Grassel, Donna popping in. Thank you so much for the like and share. I always appreciate that. Oh, we've got lots of people in here. Sharon and Renee and Luba. Dawson and Molly both got their birthday cards. I did not open Molly's card, and both cards went home with the kids. Rhonda, same thing for you. Cards went home. I don't know if I will ever get them back. Maybe I should open them first, but I think there's something to be said for opening the mail for these kids. Like, they get a big kick out of it. So, what do I got my mess going on back here? Getting ready for swaps. I have been getting ready to head out to Raleigh, North Carolina, leaving Wednesday. I don't know what time yet. Steve keeps asking me, and people keep saying, when are you leaving? I'm like, I don't know. I'll figure that out when the time comes, right? I know I'm leaving early because I'm getting into Raleigh pretty early, and I have to check my tickets to make sure I don't have any flight changes, because that happens a lot. See, Cynthia said kids love to get mail. I know, right? So I opened one up by accident and shared with you guys, and then the others I left unopened because I was paying better attention to who the mail was to. Anytime there's a card, you know what it looks like in your mailbox. I'm like ripping those babies open, but I was paying better attention this time. So I hope you guys have had just the best weekend. It was beautiful here in Menasha, Wisconsin today. Not super warm or anything, but we had a beautiful sunny day. And guess what I did today? I attended the birthday party of the amazing, let me grab this, Dawson Thomas. I like to call him Bubba. He likes that. He'll say, no, I'm your Bubba. He has a hat that says Bubba. I think that's where I got that from, but look at how cute he is. He's so cute. This is a picture, I think, when he was like maybe 2. So that's an old one, but I have a whole bunch of current, within the last year, pictures to share with you. One of the things that I love, well, first of all, Haley grew up in a household that loves photographs. We take tons of pictures. And even more than that, we love to decorate our homes. Our home decor has a lot to do with photographs. I love beautiful pictures to frame them and use them to decorate my home, to give as gifts. It's one of my favorite things to do. So Haley came up into that, and one of the things she does is she puts up 2 great big poster boards, and I'll share pictures on my Facebook page, but she puts up 2 big poster boards, and one of them, all the pictures are in a big shape of a heart, and the other one is the age that the kids are turning. So today we had a big heart and a big 3, and she displays those at the kids' birthday parties, and then she has a whole bunch of extra pictures printed and decides which ones she's going to use on the boards, and then scatters those pictures all over the table that we sit down to eat at, all over. She puts pictures on the food table if there's room for that. And so as we're winding down the party, she tells everybody, go around and take your favorite pictures. So I have my stack here. I always get my stack, and I will share those with you because these kids are so photogenic, and I think it helps that we have amazing cameras in our smartphones, right? But I'll share those with you when we turn this camera around. We had such a lovely day. My mom came over. My sister dropped her off, and we had a great time with her. She looks fantastic. And even everybody at the party said, your mom looks great. I'm like, I know. So she's looking great. She's feeling great. She's coming up on a birthday, April 15th, tax day, here in the United States. And she's going to be 80 years old. So holy cow. And she does look fantastic. I took a great selfie with her today. That I always try to take selfies when I'm with my mom because, well, you just should. So I'll share that picture on my Facebook too. Super fun party. Dawson is all about hockey. Like, he is a hockey maniac. So for his birthday, it was a hockey theme, which was super cute. And I have to share with you, these are kind of upside down. You'll see them. I bought hockey tattoos for his party. So everybody put their hockey this says hockey. It's kind of like, oh, weird, right? It's probably backwards, but hockey tattoos were all tatted up. He got one of those great big hockey games where you move the levers and the players go like this and there's goals on the ends. He got a tabletop one. He got another giant 4 different game board thing. I gave him a hockey helmet with the face mask, and Val started crying. She did really good throughout the whole thing, but then she started crying because she wants hockey stuff too. So I can take care of it. I will fix her problem. But he got the mask comes down with the wire across his face, which I think Val needs more than Dawson, since Val has gotten her face smashed so many times. And today she was sporting a nice little scratch that looks like a cut with a big bruise because she was playing Marco Polo at home, walking around with her eyes closed, and smashed herself right into a door frame. So she's got a thing with her face and injuries. That's probably not good. But he got the big hockey gloves. So at home, what he's been doing is putting on his skaters, socks without grippies on the bottom. They have hardwood floors. They clear out their entire living room with a hockey net at each end. And he has a hockey stick and a hockey puck. And he plays hockey like hours on end. So we got him the gloves, the helmet. We got him a couple of t-shirts. What else do hockey players need? I don't know, bunch of hockey stuff. I got him a little book that's all about hockey for little boys, like a story bedtime book. And he goes, oh, for bedtime. It was so cute. He got some hockey jerseys. He got a baseball bag because he's going to play t-ball, baseball bag, and a couple baseball mitts, which are good, a baseball backpack, a hockey drawstring bag that he can put all his valuable toys in and go around the house. So it's so funny. He had a blast, and all the decorations were great. We had hockey-themed fruit pizza, hockey-themed taco dip. I made pretzels dipped in white chocolate, the big pretzel rods dipped in white chocolate with red and blue sprinkles on them because it was a red and blue themed day. Steve wore the bright blue. I wore the red. We rocked that party. We had so much fun too. So it was a great day. Great weekend. I am really excited about the projects we're going to make tonight. Oh, and we went to the Green Bay Gamblers hockey game Friday night because Friday was his actual birthday, and that was so fun. So yeah, between the hockey and the wrestling right now, after we went to the wrestling tournament 2 weeks ago in Madison, that's what Val and Dawson are doing now. They're either playing hockey or they're on the ground wrestling, doing the wrestling moves. So it's a pretty active family. Super cute. My John report for this week is we got quite a bit of snow one day, and John was out shoveling. Other than that, I know nothing. So John's getting pretty boring. You guys have known this for quite a while now. He's not been impressing me with any type of neighborly shenanigans. Maybe I'll have Steve talk to him. Maybe. What else? Andy went up to Houghton Hancock, Michigan to Michigan Tech to visit a friend this weekend. Molly was over on Thursday night. She wanted to come over and make cutout cookies for her friend's birthday party Friday night. So we did that, and that was fun. Also, my grandson AJ was working north of here on Thursday, so he came over for dinner Thursday. We had lots of activity this week. Steve just booked a trip with my brother to Lake Erie for fishing, so that's going to be exciting. That'll take place right before Memorial Day, he said. And I told you my mom is doing fantastic. So my sister brought me a bunch of fresh eggs. They have chickens, fresh eggs today, so that'll be delightful. And last I saw Steve in the kitchen, he had steaks this big and this thick that he was grilling with baked potatoes. So when I get done tonight, that's going to be awaiting me. I know. I'm so lucky and spoiled. I love it. Love it. Don't worry. I love it. Yeah. So Judy says, I want one of those steaks. I do too. I hope they're really good. He got them on a really good deal from Costco. So he made a big haul at Costco. We also replaced our air fryer toaster oven. We had a Cuisinart, I think, that he got a year ago at Christmas, maybe, or maybe just at, no, it had to have been longer than that. Not just at Christmas, but the button stopped working all the time. Like half the time you can't get it to do the controls. And so I'm like, take it back. Costco has a really great return. So yeah, that was exciting. Nothing else has been happening around here. Oh, you guys know that I got brand new furniture, like, I don't know, a couple months ago. Yeah, well, my cats have destroyed the arm of my couch already. So there's that. Guess what list they're on? Both of them. I am so not happy about that. I finally get new furniture and they have it destroyed in like less than 2 months, I think. When were we? It was after Christmas that I was finally got serious about furniture shopping. Yeah. So anyways, I don't know that we're as upset as we normally might have been because we don't really like the recliners. They're not very comfortable. The pillow isn't in the right place. Like the back isn't poofed up enough that you have to put a pillow behind your head. Otherwise, when you sit and watch TV, you have to go like this to hit the back of the headrest. It's very not okay. And of course, I didn't notice it when I was sitting in them at the store. They were nice and soft, and I like the color and I like the texture. They're really super soft and like to touch. But yeah, so I probably would have been more angry had I loved the furniture. Still not a reason to destroy furniture. Like, what a waste of money. I'm so not happy. Anyways, enough about me. No, not. Right? Well, it's kind of my show. We have a great lineup. I've got some prizes to give away here tonight. Please make sure that you click on that like button. Give me that thumbs up on YouTube. That really helps me out in all the internet weirdness that we don't really understand. And click on that share button to share this video. That helps me build my business, get the word out there that I've got all these fun videos. Judy said get covers for the arms. I could do a lot of things, Judy, but I hate that. I don't like putting covers on my couch. Like, my couch is pretty and I want to see it, but then I get it destroyed, right? So I have to make some choices. But that's a good recommendation. I need to make some little pillows that kind of drop down from the back of the recliner and sit right here. So I need to make some of those because they have to be just the right whatever. And that's going to look weird too, and I'm probably going to hate it. But yeah, they've got some plastic stuff you can put on your furniture you can get at the Amazon or the pet store. I don't really want to do that either. So my furniture will get destroyed by these cats. I have some big choices to make, don't I? Some big decisions. Yeah. But thank you for that. Thank you for that recommendation because... Did you hear that snort? You want me to do that again? Really not happy about it. Yeah, Dan Joe says, this is why we're afraid to get new furniture. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Unless your cats are declawed, don't do it. Because ruined, right? And it's not so bad, but they like tore the material. And you can see the white padding underneath. And my furniture is a dark steel gray. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, I'll stop whining about it. We'll whine again about this another day. Do they have scratch posts? No, they don't. And that's our fault. We should have some scratch posts, but we don't. Margaret says she gets out her cats trimmed because we get out cats' claws trimmed. Oh yeah, we don't do that either. That's kind of pricey too. We just had shots not too long ago. That was an expensive trip, but I know what you're saying. You get dog's nails. You have to trim dog's nails, but we've never trimmed the cat's nails, not ever. So I guess we'll just deal with the aftermath of having a pet, right? Like, pets can be destructive even when they're nice. Even when you love them, they can still be little destroyers. Prizes to give away. When you comment on my live video right now, whether I'm live or whether you do it later, everybody gets entered into a drawing to win fabulous prizes. And I just happen to have some of the bordered ribbon, and this is Shy Shamrock. Woo, one of the pretty new in colors. Shy Shamrock bordered ribbon for commenting on my last live video last Sunday is going out to Susan Loring. Congratulations, Susan. I'm excited to send this out to you. Next up, for sharing my video. Every time you share, like I said, that helps me get my name out there. And you might share my video and somebody you know will be like, oh, what's this? And they'll have a new hobby and you can be new stamping friends. I've got a fabulous pack of the Toadstool Gardens 6x6 Designer Series paper. This paper just screams happiness. This is going out to Kathy Brennan. Kathy, congratulations. I will get that out in the mail to you this week. And last but not least, for placing an order with me, everybody gets entered into a drawing for the last week. Kelly Vaughn, Carbondale, Illinois. I have a sending support sentiment stamp set on its way to you. Woohoo! Lots of fun prizes going out. I already have the envelope postage printed, so I can throw these right in those envelopes and get them out tomorrow, because this week I am going to be squeaking by leaving Wednesday, right, for Raleigh. So that should be, we're so excited to be going to Raleigh. I've had making swap cards. There's all kinds of crazy going on around here, anticipating that trip. It seems like it's always the hardest to get out of town to get all the things done that need to happen while you're gone, right? I know everybody deals with it, whether you're doing what I do or just taking care of all the details that you would normally take care of for the days you're going to be gone in just life in general. Sometimes we need a vacation from our little getaway, don't we? By the way, Stampin' Up! Is having a conference in Raleigh, North Carolina on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I will not be live next Sunday. I will still be in Raleigh. I think we get back on Monday. I don't know what time, because we already discussed this, that I don't know my details of my trip. I need a handler. That's what I need. Always. But I will not be here on next Sunday. I was hoping to get together a live, not live. It's not looking good, and I make no promises. So I've got a lot of things that I have to get done before I can leave. So I don't think it's going to happen. But Tisha said she started to attend that and didn't. One of the few events that has sold out that Stampin' Up! Is hosting, which was just a real shock to all of us that it sold out. And it sold out in like 4 or 6 hours. Boom, filled up. So it should be a really good conference. I'm looking forward to it. We get to see. So when you're Stampin' Up! Discount shopper or a demonstrator like I do, we get to see the new annual catalog early, and it is going to be in our hot little hands when we go to Raleigh. So we get to see the new big, where is it? Annual catalog. Oh, I've lost it. How does that happen? Oh, here it is. It's under my iPad. We're getting a brand new catalog that starts in May. Starts in May. This one goes through the end of April. Brand new catalog coming out in May. And then one of the bonuses of attending a Stampin' Up! Event is that we get to do a purchase PPP, purchase pre-order. I think that's what they call it, purchase pre-order, early. So we get to order while we're in Raleigh, and we get to order some select items out of the annual catalog before they're available to anybody else. What? I know. So fun. There's so many benefits. Join my team. You will get to see the new online catalog. I believe it goes live while we're in Raleigh. Don't quote me on that. If not, the next week. And then we get to start, everybody gets to start pre-ordering that are discount shoppers or demonstrators the first week. I don't know when. I have to be honest. I didn't care because I get to see it this week. That's really selfish, isn't it? It is, but I'll find out all the details while I'm there. But we do get to see it early, which is always fun. And then we get to order a month in advance, and we don't have to worry about things going out of stock right away. You know, before they get to the public, we get our stuff. So Sherry says it's not selfish. Thank you, Sherry. As I was saying it, I'm like, wow, Kelly, you're just really all about yourself, aren't you? I'm generally not. But that made it sound pretty bad. So, yay. Kathy says, signed on a little late. Can't wait to see the new catalog. I know. I'm excited. Okay. I think that we are ready to flip the camera around. I've got some fun things to show you. I'll show you those pictures of my beautiful Bubba. It's kind of a terrible nickname, but he loves it. He loves it. He's like, ah, you're Bubba. He doesn't talk like that anymore. I shouldn't say that. These kids have never done much baby talk at all, and we don't talk baby talk to them. We want them to talk like little people. So he's like, I'm your Bubba, Granny. I know, Doss. Settle down, son. Okay. Yeah, I've got a big flyer to show you too. All kinds of good stuff. So let's get this flipped around. And Mickey, thank you so much. Everybody, please make sure that you are clicking on that like button, that thumbs up button, and sharing my video, because that really, really helps me out. I so appreciate that. Let me get this camera set up so that it's even. I always like to match it up with my lines on my desktop. I think I did good. I don't have all my lights on. Interesting. There we go. Got to kind of tilt these because they glare in my eyes. Okay, you guys, this is my current host code. You will be able to find that on my blog, www.AStampAbove.com. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but you must use this code on your orders under $150 to get my free card kit for this week. That will be in effect from March 9th, which is today, until March 15th, 2025. Free card kit when your order reaches $50. You must use the code. If your order's over $75, no. If your order's over $150, don't use the code. You're going to get rewards from Stampin' Up. I definitely want you to have those. Our rewards program, by the way, you guys, is changing soon. It will be changed in April. Everybody who places a $20 or more order, all of you guys individually are going to get 10% rewards to use on your next order. And the host code is going to go away. So we're only going to have to deal with this for a little bit while longer. And I think this new program is going to be fantastic for you guys. So let me show you my Bubba. This was their family portrait. Ooh, I hope that is not being fuzzy and funny. And then these were the pictures that I picked out. Like I said, Haley scatters these pictures all over the tables at the kids' parties. And then we get to pick the ones that we want. Look at that face. Is he not just the cutest? He is the cutest little kid. Here's Haley and Jared, mom and dad with Doss. I think that was his birthday last year. They have this swing that hangs from a tree at their house, and the kids just love it. Yeah, he is so cute. Isn't he just adorable? Thank you guys so much. But I'm not lying when I say he is just the cutest little boy. And he is so sweet and kind and considerate and docile and laid back. He does not like to lose, however. Very, very competitive. And he is an amazing athlete at 3 years old. He's been catching and throwing balls since he was like less than 1. He's going to be our crazy little athlete. Belle's very athletic too, but Dawson is obsessed. So there's my pictures that I picked out from the birthday party of my beautiful little Dawson Thomas. He is named, his middle name is named after my dad. So that just, of course, warms our heart too. And my Valerie, here's my little Valerie. She is named, her middle name is Lee, Valerie Lee, and she is named after my mom's middle name is Lee. My dad's middle name was Lee. Jared's grandfather's name is Lee. There's a whole line of Lees. So great at picking out the names. Okay. I wanted to let you know we had brand new online exclusives that went live last week. If you guys go to my blog, you will find this graphic on the little thumbnails, and you can click on read more. You're going to find this flyer in there for those online exclusives. I know we forget to check on these from time to time when we're in the online store, but this flyer is in there, and you can click below the big picture of it is a place that says download. I clicked on that and printed this whole thing out. It shows everything that goes with everything. So first off is this Thankful Garden. I'm going to bring this right in here. This is my March online class that we're doing a pre-order for right now. This is the one that I do with Barb and Dina. All three of us create this online class. We're using Thankful Garden, which not only is a bundle with dies, and it's brand new. Hang on, let me get this out. Lots of dies in here. We have some fabulous dies. It comes with, the bundle comes with the stamp set, the dies, and also a set of masks. So let me grab, I'm going to grab a colored, I want a pretty color. Here we go. Pretty color of cardstock. These masks I forgot to show you last week. They were still over in the box, but you build a flower with these masks and blending brushes. So I'm just going to pull a blending brush out. You put these on your page and you blend color onto them. And then this one goes in over this one. So this one goes, you pull this one away, but then you put this one in and blend with the darker color or just put more ink on to get all these levels of color. Masks are so fun. They're stencils. We call them masks. I don't know why. Again, here's a stencil. Then we're going to come in with this one that overlaps right over it. You're going to pull this one away after you blend it, blend some darker colors, and then bring this one in to blend some super details, right? These are so cool. I cannot wait for you guys to see this online class. It's going to be fantastic. So the online class, you can get the PDF only if you're outside the United States. We can't send product. Or you can get a option 2 has the 6 cards and a box for the cards. So it's like a gift box that you can make this up for a gift. If you're outside the United States, you can get the PDF. You can get option 2 that comes with all the pre-cut cardstock packs for 6 cards and a box. Option 2 will include a pack of these, and these are called Starburst Sequins. It will include half a pack of this beautiful designer series paper that is part of the Sweet collection. I think I showed this to you last week. Beautiful, beautiful spring paper. Love it. Some neutral colors to coordinate with it. Look how gorgeous this is. And last but not least is this one. Option 2 gets these, a half a pack of paper, and some black satin ribbon to go with your cards. Option 1 includes the entire bundle, a full pack of paper, the embellishments, and the ribbon. So you do the option that's right for you. You can get the whole enchilada from us. When you buy option 1 with the bundle, you pretty much, it's priced that you get the online class for free. Okay, so that's the best deal. Next step. Let me get this out of here. Hang on. So this is our online exclusives. I got stopped right here because that's the first one listed. Of course, squirrel. Then we have this beautiful bundle. This is the Botanical Textures bundle. I have been playing with this. I made some swaps for my trip to Raleigh, North Carolina. These gorgeous, gorgeous rectangle dies. And you guys saw the card that I made with those on my blog. I've got a really cool technique card with a herringbone technique. This is the whole suite here. It also, you can get the whole suite in one number, or you can pick and choose. But it's got the black and white paper. It's got the Woven Textures Designer Series paper, the stamps, the dies. There's also white ribbon in this suite, a mini corrugated embossing folder, and the neutral matte dots. And again, you can print this whole flyer out from my blog right there. Let me get that back in there. Then we've got an on-the-go suite that has a bundle of stamps and dies with these keys and tags in there. So cool. We've got designer paper. We've got some suitcase treat boxes, some new baker's twine. Fantastic. We've also got a stamp set called Tags of Thanks with a whole punch assortment. 3 of those little punches. That's brand new down here. And then we have bundles. Year of the Flowers has been super popular. We have fancy borders. Look at these borders that you can make. A bundle. We also have the Pattern of Friendship. This die, you guys, is so cool. Hang on. I'm going to grab it. It's really neat. It's a whole background. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. I knew it was right here on top because I took it up to look at it. Look at this. Oh, isn't that cool? So it makes all these dotty lines. So you can die cut and get all these dotted lines for a background. Then you can run it through again and have a plaid. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play with this. Also, we have the Peekaboo Forest bundle. For those of you on my team, we have a team meeting tomorrow night via Zoom, so everybody across the country can attend. I'm going to be using the Peekaboo Forest for our mystery stamping project, so that's going to be really fun. Then we have framed scenes with all these fun frames and some scenery stamps, which are really pretty. We have the all zipped up, which is a bunch of zippers and pockets and zipper pulls and little elements. This I have and is so fun. Next, we have some individual stamp sets, A Day with You. So that's all some little people. We have the Arched Wishes that goes with our Everyday Arches bundle of dies. We have Resourceful Rusty, which is some little, I don't know if he's a squirrel or a chipmunk, I don't know. And then this background stamp, Painted Stripes. Wow, I can't wait to use this. I have this, and this. Then we've got School Days, which is great for teachers or fun to make things for grandkids. We've got the Wooded Acres stamp set. I think one of my team members, Mary Thiel, I think this was what she won for a challenge on my team Facebook group, available to everybody that joins my team. We've got She's the Greatest with all kinds of mom, parent, pet, grandma, sister, cat, dog, plant, mom. We've got a dad one here. And then It's Okay with some pretty elements and nice sentiments. And then this one, I made a swap card with this, You're Remarkable. It's a two-step stamping. Then we also have the Remember This Moment, Memories and More pack, which is absolutely beautiful. So tons of new online exclusives. You can find out. The best thing about this flyer is it tells you what goes with what. Like the confusion that we have as demonstrators is if we order this whole suite, then we're going through the online store and we're like, oh, I should get some of that paper or I should get some of that faux ribbon. And it's already included in here. So this is like a really nice flyer for you to have to know what's what. So go there, print it out if you need one. Happy to give that to you. It's a nice resource. All right. As always, if you are new to Stampin' Up, I've had a lot of people contacting me lately saying that they need to pick a demonstrator. Pick me. I would love to earn your business. Let me know if you need the new catalogs. I'm happy to mail them to you. We have the annual catalog and the mini catalog. Both of these end in April. If you have placed a $50 or more order with me in the last 6 months, well, I should say a quarter, 1, 2, 3, 3 to 6 months. I'll figure that out later. You will automatically be on, I think it'll be 6 months, on my catalog mailing list. I will have Stampin' Up mail you a catalog. So just know that you'll get one. If you're a team member, your new big annual catalog is going to come with your first order once the pre-order starts. So I want you guys all to know that. And of course, as always, my friends, my besties, Barb and Dina, we run the Stamp Happy Academy website, the best stamping website in the world. And we have a basic membership available for free to our team members. So if you join my team, you're going to be getting a membership valued at $19.95 a month once you place that first discount order. Right now, and this will probably change with our new rewards program, and we'll get that figured out in Raleigh this week. We do a lot of work there, Barb, Dina, and I. Right now, we're putting 10 new online classes in there every single month. That's included with your basic membership. And you have access to all of the classes that we've been doing for the past 4 years, I think. So lots of content on the Stamp Happy Academy. The premium membership includes 3 more live classes a month. So you can find all the information for this at stamphappyacademy.ning.com. Just do a search for Stamp Happy Academy. It will pop right up. Okay, did anybody have any questions that I missed? That's a lot of information, and I try to get through it as fast as possible because you guys that watch me every month, or every week. You get to hear that every week. And I know it's like, oh, here she goes, right? But I have to say it because this is my full-time job. And there's new people popping on all the time. So I hope that you know that. And Sherry Stewart, I've got a message on my iPad asking me if I want to show or hide your comment about I love licking the beaters. So that could be considered a little risque comment. Isn't that funny? I like that YouTube kind of has my back on that too. So, and Joe says he's got Haley's smile. He really does. He looks a lot like his great grandfather, Dawson does. He looks a lot like Lee. So, okay. Wendy, you're so sweet. Wendy says Kelly's wonderful. Artist is a wonderful artist, fun partner in crafting. Join our team. Wendy is one of my biggest supporters, as is Sandy and Judy that's on here. And I've got so many Joes, so many team members. I can see your name right here on my screen. So fun. Thank you guys so much. I know they've always got my back, and I so appreciate that. Polly's on here. I see that. Mary's on here. Woohoo! Lots of team members. Kathy, we've got Kathy in here. Okay, thanks you guys. We are going to be using the mixed media florals. And before I forget here, I'm going to change my glasses out because these are only my live facing the screen glasses. And now I'm going to put on my really pretty glasses so I can see better. Mixed media florals. The minute I saw this paper, I'm like, I'm in 100%. This paper just screams at me. You have to have this. So I love this paper. I love the different colors there's so many different colors that coordinate with this paper and so many different things you can do with it. We've got the black and white options, which are always one of my favorites. But then we've got some blue that could be used just for a background or some clouds, for a scenery card. We've got some really pretty green. Of course, we've got all of our florals here, beautiful, beautiful florals, and then just some kind of background elements that are really fun. I've seen a lot of people stamping right over the top of this, and it's beautiful. So, mixed media florals. Now, this whole bundle is part of our online exclusives released from last time, not last week. So, I'm still playing with this, and I absolutely adore it. Judy says she loves that DSP too. Me too. Then it's also part of a sweet collection. So there are 2 different bundles involved in this particular collection. We've got the mixed florals with these beautiful kind of sketched images, they're kind of sketchy, not sketchy like, whoa, stay away from them, but sketchy like somebody drew them with a pen, that kind of sketchy. We've got 11 different dies. Look at this die. Oh, so pretty. We've got 11 different dies in here to go with the mixed florals. And then they put out the mixed labels. And these are so fun. So yesterday, as I was getting ready for this class, I thought I should die cut all of these labels. And look at the intricate designs around several of them. It really takes your label to the next level, right? So we've got all of these sentiments. We've got this banner that you can stamp or not. You can just stamp a sentiment on here, but you can stamp the outline for it. We've got this little flower sprig that's kind of nice. And it's a way to take this stamp set and to be able to use it alone. It coordinates nicely with this one, but you don't have to have it. And I love it when Stampin' Up! Does that. But here's all those dies, all this element. Look at this, how fun that is. So this whole class started off from my team member, Wendy, that's on here. She sent me the most beautiful card. And I'm like, Wendy, can I use your card? And she's like, I would be honored. So Wendy, thank you so much for spurring on this class, because that's where the original idea came from, that I knew I wanted to use this, but her card just put me over the top. Also included in the whole suite are these low profile dots, and these are really nice. They're gold and then like petal pink maybe, but we're gonna do some fun things with these, so I think you're gonna love it. Oh look, there's my pen I lost. I have the lid here, but I couldn't find that pen. I'm like, where did my purple pen go? I love writing in colors. Colors are fun. Okay. I'm going to get out my first card, and my first card is from Wendy. This was her design. Also part of this suite is the Plaster Painting 3D Embossing folder. I think you guys have seen me use this before. This is so different from anything else that we have. And, oh, Diane says, great idea to display the dies. Well, I thought so too, Diane. And the nice part about the dies, let me bring those back out here, is this sheet, as I put them on one piece of petal pink cardstock and cut them all out with one run through my die cutting machine, and then just glued them on here. And I love doing that because I don't use the magnetic sheets. I've got it on my list to get some because I'm tired of my jumbled messes. You know, sometimes you just get to a point where it's like, I need to do better. We'll see if that happens. This is a jumbled mess, right? Well, these dies were also a jumbled mess, but putting them in here like this, when I go to flip through all my dies, I keep these separate so I can see what I have. These are going to look nice, and I'm going to know exactly what's in them. And that's helpful for me when I'm trying to choose things to work with to make my next, you know, card or 3D item. So here is our Plaster Painting 3D Embossing folder. We're going to use that on Wendy's card. I've got some of the gold twisted thread. This is my favorite. If you guys can't tell, I've been using a gazillion rolls of this. I've gone through I don't know how many. But I wanted to remind you before I get too far here, the cards that we're making tonight are part of a free card kit. So when you place a minimum $50 order with me, you are going to get all the layers cut and ready to make all 3 projects that I'm doing tonight. My card kits do not include envelopes, and you do have to have the bundle to be able to make these cards. I don't die cut those types of things. If I have a die outside of a bundle that I'm using, I will die cut those elements. But $50 gets you a free card kit. $75 gets you a free card kit plus an entire pack of the embellishments that I use with the cards tonight, which are the low profile dots. Everybody that places an order with me, no matter what the amount of the order, gets a PDF with 10 amazing card tutorials in it. If your order is over $50, you get that PDF with 10 cards and another PDF with video tutorials for each one of 12 cards, using one of our suites or a collection of products. So they always have somewhat of a theme. So just to know, this free card kit is available from the 9th of March through the 15th of March, 2025. I always forget to say that part, and then I go, oh, I forgot to say that part again. Okay, we're going to be using Lost Lagoon. I've got a blending brush here. I've got light Lost Lagoon. Oh, and hang on, because my markers are all over the place tonight. I've got markers in another bin too. Light Lost Lagoon Stampin' Blend marker. I've got light and dark Calypso Coral. I've got light and dark Old Olive and light and dark, yes, Daffodil Delight. So these are the colors of blends that we're going to be using for this card. Let me put my basket over here. I'm going to bring in, I like to use a piercing mat for my stamping surface. This is just, it's in my store. It's called a piercing mat. I wrap it with printer weight tape or paper and tape it on here. And this is what I use to keep my desk clean. This keeps all my glue on here, all the over ink that, you know, I don't stamp directly on a layer. And then I'll bring in my cardstock layers. And of course, when you place that order to qualify you for my free card class, you also get, here we go, you also get a PDF file with today's projects on it that includes all the dimensions, all the products that I've used, the colors of the ink, the colors of the markers, what this thread is called, what these dots are called, so that you can easily order those things with all the details. Okay, so I've got black. This is our Memento black ink. It comes in a case like this. I have taken an empty ink pad that you get when you order our white craft ink. You get a bottle of ink refill and you get an empty ink pad. I have refilled this with Memento ink because I like this type of pad better than the hard fabric pad. This is a sponge pad. So I have a piece of Lost Lagoon here that is 2.5 by 5. My designer series paper is 2 by 5.5. And then a 1/2 inch by, I don't know, because I didn't write it down. How does that happen? 1/2 inch by 5. You know what? I need to write that down on here because that needs to get in your kit, right? 1/2 by 5. Okay, got it covered. So we're using this particular pattern. Then I've got a piece of a Calypso that is 3/4 by 3. I've got just a little sliver of white, a piece of basic white that is 2 3/4 by 3. This is our inside layer, which is 4 by 5 1/4. I've got this little piece, oh, and okay. This little piece of petal pink, which is 1 7/8 by a 1/2 inch. Okay. We did that. This is our card base. This is petal pink. And this is 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5.5. And Kathy says, I inked a blank one, white one too, and it's great. It is. I really like it. And Barb and Dina were the first ones that I heard about it. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I'll try that. Okay, this is a piece of our designer paper. This is 2.5 by 6. And I always love a decorated envelope. I just opened a brand new bottle of glue, you guys, and it's just so rewarding. It's all full and right up to the top there. And then you have to kind of look and see if this is directional. I always struggle to remember that word, but look at how it just flew right out of my mouth today. Directional. I don't know if you guys do this, but when I'm working with the glue, I leave it lay on its side always, because that way all the ink hasn't gone back down to the bottom and I don't have to fuss with it so much to get that ink back up to the top when I need it to come out. And you guys might notice too that I leave my glue open. I don't put that lid on and off. That annoys me. And if you leave it open too long, it'll just get the glue at the end of your tip will get a little globby. So when I go to use it again, I just grab that and it pops right out of there like a little cork. And I go on about my day. But I don't know if do you guys do that too? Leave your glue open like that? It seems like it's crazy. I've actually left my glue open by accident overnight. And I just come to it, pull that little plug out of there that hardens up in the end, and it's good to go. It never gets ruined, which really shocks me. First time I did that, I wanted to cry because I'm like, oh no, I left my glue open all night, but it didn't matter. Okay, so what we're going to do with this, I'm going to bring in this embossing folder. Don't let me forget, you guys, I have mail to share with you, and I also have a bunch of cards using this mixed florals bundle to share with you. Don't let me forget that. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to take and put my piece in. I really want this textured edge down here. It's kind of like drywall, right? Before they put the mud on it and made the pattern. So this is the way that I'm going to emboss this 2.5 by 5 inch piece of Lost Lagoon. And this is a 3D embossing folder, so you have to use your specialty plate. But look at this. Is that not just so cool? I love this look. I love it. Okay. And I think I'll get this done, and then we're going to stamp and color our flower. So we've got that and that. We'll get our stamping done. Let's see. I am going to use For a Great Friend. Now, I noticed that this piece already has For a Great Friend on here. So, you know, it looks good. I'm not going to redo it, but ink this up, stamp it. I don't know. That must have been a leftover from when I was making swaps. What we are going to do is we're going to take, and again, this is Wendy's card. So all of these little elements were her design, her idea. And can I just say, she is a phenomenal stamper. Like, she makes the prettiest things. I think the one thing that you're going to take away from this card is the layout is so unique. It's just really different, and it caught my eye, not to mention, of course, the artwork. We're just going to put that white right under here. I'm going to trim this up so that it's not sticking out at all. Okay, we'll set that right up there. So that one was done for us. I need let me find a scrap of white. Is this going to be big enough? I think it is. Yep, it is. So we're going to take, anytime I'm working with a really big stamp like this, I like to bring my ink to my stamp. I'm sure you guys are pretty familiar with that, but we might have some new people on here that need to know that little tidbit. And we're going to stamp this right on here, give it a good firm press. Look at how pretty that is. I just really love this. I really, really love it. I've got my Simply Chamois here. This is how I clean my stamps. Works like a charm. I just washed it out. I just wash it out under regular running water, and I just keep squeezing it out until it runs clear. Okay, here comes the coloring. Now, I loved what Wendy, let me close this up. Well, let's see. What are we going to stamp on the inside? We're going to just use a strip on the inside, so I'll close this up so we don't have any accidents. I love the way Wendy went through. Wendy, I noticed all your details. She went through and colored these little flowers with the light Lost Lagoon. She didn't color them all the way, and she did it on purpose. Wendy is not a sloppy colorer. I know this about her. She is meticulous. And I just thought that was really, goes along with this whole suite of products. So see, they're not colored in all the way, and I just really liked that look. There were no details went unturned with this one, Wendy. I just was just oohing and eyeing over your creation. So now I'm going to go with my dark old olive, and I am going to color some of those lines with the dark to give it some, I don't know, variance in color. I like when it looks a little shaded, right? And that looks really good to me. Easy peasy. Here, I'll hold this up so you can see. And it's like, wow, Kelly, you really didn't do much. I didn't. Now we're going to come in with the light old olive and blend those dark lines just a little bit. And it gives those leaves just a little bit of what looks like shading by the lines that Stampin' Up! Has given us in their artwork. Do you like my cool little tattoos? I think sometimes the kids are rather impressed that I do those things. Like we put shark tattoos on our faces this summer when we were doing our Shark Week celebration. It's another fun thing I like to do with all the kids is Shark Week, and I make up all the little shark treats. It's just something fun to do. Fun to do in a time when not a lot is going on. You know, it's like the middle of July. There's not much happening. We do Shark Week, and we do it upright. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So we've got all that green colored, which looks great. And then we're going to come in and do the flowers. Let's do the flower centers first. So I noticed what Wendy did with hers. She went in here and did dots all over the dots. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. And then she came in with the lighter Daffodil Delight. And didn't really blend those much. We just left them darker dots. And you really do notice it. It looks pretty cool. And I like that. Then I'm going to grab the dark Calypso Coral. Now, Wendy's, I think this is how she did this. I did not consult her. So Wendy, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but we're going to come in and color all of these. And I hope I have your card here, because like I said, I made a whole bunch of these. And the card that I'm Let me see, is this yours or mine? I don't know. This may be one of mine that I made. I hope I didn't change anything as I'm talking. I often don't. This was a beautiful card. I didn't need to change anything, and I love that. Sometimes I change things, like sometimes I'll use swap cards from my team members, and I'll change things out of necessity to use a certain product. So I want you guys to know that I don't just go around willy-nilly changing things because I think my idea is better. That would be rude, right? But I change things out of necessity to use a certain product, or maybe I didn't have enough left of that particular designer series paper. I don't want you to think that it's like, well, I just thought this looked better, because that's rude. Or maybe I do it because I could show you the card that I got in the mail. I can show it to you the way it was done, and then I can change it a little bit and make it a little different to show two variations. That's another good reason. Okay, this is the light Calypso Coral. I want to make sure that's the color that I'm using. And I am just going to come in here and continue to blend until I don't see those dark lines. And that's really all there is to this. So you guys that think you're not very artsy-fartsy, I'm telling you that you can be artsy-fartsy with these markers, because if you can scribble like a 3-year-old inside these lines, you can be artsy-fartsy. You'd be like, well, Kelly said that I could color like a 3-year-old and be artsy-fartsy, and I'm dead serious. See? Look at how cool that looks. Right? And it's so easy. That's why these markers mesmerize me. I'm not that great of a colorer, and because I'm not really good at coloring, I never used to color much. Like, I can stay in the lines. I can make something, color something pretty, but not give it depth and know where all those darker lines and the lighter lines go. But with this, it's kind of like a no-brainer. And that I like a lot. Oh my goodness, right? Holy cow, looks so pretty. Okay, next what we're going to do is we are going to die cut this whole thing with our crazy dies. Here comes our crazy dies. This fits right over this. Now, at this point, you guys, tape it down. Tape it down several places. You do not want this to move and wreck your beautiful creation at this point. So we're going to tape this down in several different locations. Kathleen says hers would not look that good. It would, Kathleen. It would. And I've already die cut that for you. Now this one, I will stick in my case, and I will use it for my next card the next time I'm making cards with this set. So see, look, I've got this in here too. Put that right in there because I already had this die cut for you. Okay, next thing we need to do, we'll set that up there with our little label. This little piece is the 2 3/4 by 3, right? Let me make sure. Yep. We're gonna add some color to it. So I'm gonna just take my Lost Lagoon with my blending brush, and I'm gonna come in here. And I do it over here so I don't get globs on my layer. I don't want globs. I just want some really pretty soft color. Okay, that looks great to me. See the difference? Here, let's do this. This is white. See the difference? It really does have color on it. It's very subtle, but I love it. Now, for these brushes, some people just leave the color in it and always use it with Lost Lagoon. I don't do that. I will leave this on my desk, and I will take it and I will go wash it out with water, and I just wash it out. They're stained, but they're clean for my next use. So you do what's right for you. If you want to collect 5 million of them and have each color, that's great. I will never tell you not to do that, but I don't have that many blending brushes, so that's what I like to do. Okay, let's start putting our card together. So we're going to grab that basic white and this 5 by 1/2 inch piece. I love this paper. I think it's just the prettiest colors. So we're going to do this. And this is a little bit shorter than this white layer, so I can put it right inside. Isn't that just pretty? It's just pretty. We're going to put this right inside our card. Just like this. Okay, time to get a drink. What are you guys drinking? Wendy's, stop. Wendy's making my head blow up, you guys. Pretty soon it's going to fall right over on my desk. Thank you, Wendy. You're the best. Okay, this piece right here. And I hope this is... Yeah, this is the way your card went. I cut one of them wrong, or I glued this panel on the wrong side, and mine was different. So I hope this is... Because I made one different. It wasn't wrong. It was just different because I glued this panel over here instead of over here. But this is, I'm pretty sure this is the way Wendy's card went. So we're going to glue this 2-inch piece over here. And I've got just a teeny weeny peeking out up here. This is going to be hard to cut on that fold edge. There we go. I did it. Look at that. Okay. Then we're going to take this piece and this crazy little piece of Calypso. This crazy little piece of Calypso is going to get tucked under that left edge. And this was one of the really charming, crazy things about this card that I loved. It's like, what is that? Calypso peeking out the side. It really matters. It's the craziest thing. So we're going to put this over here just like this. What do you guys think of this so far? Isn't this crazy? I love it. Okay. This is 3D, so I got to get that glue all around those edges, and then we'll put a little bit on that Calypso. And we're going to put this centered from top to bottom, about that far from the edge. Oops, this is crooked. Hang on, this is crooked. I must have moved it before it was dry. And again, this is why I really like glue. There we go. It's a little bit of that peeking out there. Isn't that weird? Way to go, Wendy, your weird card. And now we're going to come in here and we're going to put this piece right in here. And we're going to center this between the Lost Lagoon and the designer paper. Trying to bring that in. And again, this needs to be tall. So it's 3 inches tall and 2 3/4 wide. And I'm going to put that right about here. And now we're going to glue this right in here. Isn't this cool, you guys? Yes, Judy says really cool layering. It is. So this is almost like art studio worthy, right? Well, not almost, it probably is, but it's like art studio worthy because it's just so cool. So the stem of this flower is coming right down here on the edge of that Lost Lagoon. What? And then we're going to come in with this. So here's where our Twisted Gold comes in. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Tell Wendy. Wendy, this card was just so cool. Absolutely loved it. And, of course, I wanted to use this bundle. So I'm like, oh, Wendy, I have to make I have some other really cool cards to share with you, too, made by team members that were sent in the mail. So I will be sharing those also. Okay, so I just wrapped this around my 2 fingers. Not the naughty finger so much as the other 2 finger. Oh, yeah, it's got that naughty finger in there. I'll probably get blocked on YouTube now for saying that. But we'll take our chances. We had, who was it that was talking about licking the beaters? So I hope that doesn't get me blocked. Okay, so I'm going to put this right down in here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to layer this right in here. Okay, so I'm going to take dimensionals. Let me find them here. One-handed tends to make a bit of a mess. We're going to put this right here on my, this is going right on my gold, straight across. And then we're going to set this right on here. I just want to make sure that's straight before I push it down really hard. Oh my good Lord, right? And then, but wait, there's more. We're going to take these. We're going to use the gold ones out of here. I think I have blue on my fingers now. Take your pick tool. And I'm going to pop one right there, a big one, and a little one. And then I have more big ones than little ones, so I'll put another big one down here. What? Oh my gosh, this just makes me giddy. Wendy, nice job. Nice job. Yeah. So, who was it? Mary saying that her coloring doesn't look that great. Well, here's one where I just colored it solid. Those flowers are solid. It looks just as beautiful. So, if you're a little unsure about using the two colors, do the solid, and it's a winner also. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card, right? Wendy, thank you so much for providing me with this amazing project to share with everybody tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm going to leave that out there while I get set up for my next beautiful card. Let's see, what's number 2? That's going to be number 3. This is number 2. Oh, I'll show you the rest of the cards that I have from swaps at the end, okay? So let me set this over here so we don't lose it. Now we're going to do just a touch of embossing. Let me get all these out of my way. Clean up my mess. Did you see that little flick of the hand? Cleans the mess up. We've got Versamark and white embossing. And, oh, I got to put this on the back of my card. I don't know what that's from. That must have been from my technique card the other day. I put my little dimensions on the back of here. That will be your first card in your card kit. By the way, when you get your card kits in the mail, there's a label on the front that says what the date is of the video, so you can go find it easily on my blog. But it also comes with all the little bits and pieces in order according to how I'm doing this video tonight. So that was card number 1. This is card number 2. When you take your layers out of that packet, all number 1 are going to be on there, then number 2, then number 3. So just so you know that. Okay, again, we have our beautiful envelope. We're going to be using this particular pattern of the Designer Series paper. So I'm going to get that done right away. This is also directional. Look at I remembered that word twice in a row. I should have an old-fashioned. Yeah. That's a great idea. Okay. And there we go. Pretty, pretty. Then we also have our Baker's Twine Essential Pack, and I am going to be using the black out of there. You get 5 different colors of Baker's Twine in a whole pack. And again, all of these products are going to be shown on my blog in the supply list, so you don't have to remember the names. You can just go to my blog post. There'll be a picture of these cards, so you can click on read more. Also, that Thankful Garden class, this class, the link to find out all the details, the cost, and to register for that are right under this video, as well as the link to the blog post for these projects tonight. Now, you will not, it's not live yet, so just know that it takes me a couple hours after we get done here to take all my photos and edit them and get my blog post together with what we're making tonight before that link is live. That's right under this video. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel too. I always forget to say that. It notifies you when there's new videos that come out, which is pretty cool. So Calypso Coral, this is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Then we have a piece of basic black that is 4 by 5 1/4, and also a scrap. You'll get scraps in with your kit too. we're going to use this designer paper, which you can see is directional. These are all upside down and now they're right side up. This particular layer will be included. This is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. I've got a piece for the inside that is 1/2 inch by 3.5 inches. And then I took this from the Spotlight on Nature dies. That's these dies right here. So that's where this one is coming from. I've got a 1 by 11, nope, yep, 1 by 11 piece of Calypso Coral here. Here's all my baker's twine. And my basic white layer is 3 3/4 by 5. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to do our embossing. And let's see, I decided, yep. Okay, now if you don't have embossing stuff, I'm going to show you another way that you can do this. Because I know everybody doesn't have embossing stuff, but if you don't have embossing stuff, gosh, you should really get some because it's super fun. We're going to wipe this down with the Embossing Buddy. This comes with the Tool Editions kit for embossing. We're going to use For a Great Friend again. Okay, good. I didn't ink that yet. For a Great Friend. And we are going to stamp that on that black. And I know you can't see it, but trust me, it's there. And we're going to pour some powder on there. Tap it off. Voila! Looks beautiful. Okay, now usually when I do this, you guys, when I bring out a bigger piece of black, I do a whole bunch of sentiments, and then I just put them back in my stamp case so that I only have to do this once, right? I don't have to do this 9 times, the next 9 times I use the stamp set, but I love black sentiments. So I would make up a whole sheet of all the different sentiments in here and just leave them in there to do whatever with next time. So we're going to hit this with the heat tool. Takes just a tad bit of time to warm up, but as you watch it, when it gets hot enough, it turns shiny from a powdery sandy texture to a shiny texture, and you can see it happening right now. And I'm gonna hold it up to the light and make sure that it is all shiny, and it is. We're good to go. The magic of embossing just never, it's always fun, right? Everybody always says that. It's just always so cool to watch. Okay, I'm looking for my dies. I have lost them. Hang on. Here they are. Silly me. I am going to use this one right here that gives that fun little edge. We're going to grab that right here, and we are going to tape that with temporary tape, and we are going to die cut it. Okay, just like that. Put this back in here and that. All right, the other thing that I was going to show you is if you don't have embossing powder, one of the things that you can do is use white craft ink. And I'm trying to locate mine right now. Oh, it's in my other bin. White craft ink. And I will just grab, well, let's clean this. I'm going to clean the Versamark off of this. If you don't have embossing powder and a heat tool, you can definitely do this. Okay? The powder just makes it a lot more bold, but this is definitely an option, and I just want you to know that. Okay, get this cleaned off of here. So we have that and that. And I think that inside layer, we're going to stamp that up right away. This is a fun fold, and this was actually a mystery stamping that I did with my team, I think last month. It's not the mystery stamping for tomorrow night's meeting, you guys. So just know that. I already told you that one uses that peekaboo set. I love this font. Is that not just the prettiest thing ever? Okay, hang on, you guys, because I don't know why, but my iPad just like went dark. Why? Like, why would that happen? There we go. Oh, I'm still way back there. Okay, I'm back up to snuff here. So strange. Like, why would it just shut off like that? Denise says, heat embossing is magical every time. It is magical. Okay, again, this is directional. I want my flowers to go right side up. I don't know if you could really tell if you weren't familiar with this paper, but I know. I do know. Okay, I'm going to close. Oh, we do need this yet. We are going to use that giant stamp again. This one. Oops, hang on. And I'm going to ink up just the top. We're only going to use the top on this little circle here. Oops, don't drop it. I only have one of these cut. There we go. Look at how pretty that is. So pretty. Let me wipe this off. Okay. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of coloring. This one doesn't require much coloring. So I'm going to take my light Calypso Coral and I'm going to color just around the edges. Now, this one really is kind of like mixed media art. Very different. Okay. Then I'm going to go with my greens. Oh, let's get out our dark Calypso Coral. Oh, those markers smell so good, don't they? Probably not supposed to. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to sniff them. I wasn't snorting them or anything, so don't go there on me, but they do smell good. My mom smelled really good today. I told her that too. I'm like, ooh, you smell so good. She's like, oh, thank you. I forgot to put perfume on today, so usually Val notices things like that. She's like, oh, you don't smell like yourself, Granny. I got new glasses, and the minute I walked into her house, I knew she'd notice. Nobody else said a word. But she looked at me, and she tipped her head sideways, and then a big smile broke out on her face, and she goes, you're different today. Isn't that crazy? Kids. I'm just kind of doing some things here to mellow this out a little bit. I got a little bit darker than I wanted, but that's okay. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go with dark Calypso Coral dots on this flower. Just like Wendy did. I really like that idea. And then I'm going to color this in with my dark Daffodil Delight. And this is going to blend that orange a little bit. Yep. Then we're going to do light Daffodil Delight on these little flowers. And again, I'm not going to be real picky about coloring them because Wendy taught me that you don't have to get everything inside the lines colored, and I like it. And then we don't have much for leaves here, so I am just going to use the light for my leaves. So this is a way that you don't have a lot of coloring, because I know coloring isn't for everybody, but I'm telling you, this bundle doesn't need you to color it every time, but it's really pretty. Okay, we are going to glue everything together. Here's our Calypso Coral and our black and our designer paper. These bold designer papers are just the bomb. Yeah, Helen says, kids notice everything. They really do, and she does. Like, I'm trying to remember what else she called me out on. Nobody else noticed it. I think one day I got my hair trimmed, and I don't get much done to my hair. It's the same style. It's just cut a little bit off of it. And the minute I walked in, that child goes, "Oh, I like your hair. You got it cut." And she's like 4 years old. Like, how do you even know that? But she knows. She knows different things. And I always wear earrings. But every once in a while, I don't have my earrings on, and she'll just walk right up to me like she already knows before she even looks that I don't have earrings on, because I should always be wearing earrings. Yeah. You know what? I don't have my other piece here. I need another piece of designer paper, so hang tight while we cut one. That's weird. Let me get my paper trimmer out here. We need another piece of DSP. And it needs to be 8 by 5 1/4. So hang on. Let's hope I have the same paper. I do. Woo-hoo. Wonder where that went. I thought I cut it. I'll find it. Okay, so this is going to be 8 by 5 1/4. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to cut my paper at 8 inches first, and then 5 1/4, here we go. And I'm going to do a little bit of scoring. 8 by 5 1/4, we're going to score this at 2. And because this is designer paper, I would score it again at 6, but instead, I'm just going to fold it. And I've talked to you guys about this one before. So we're going to fold on that score line. And again, I want to make sure that my flowers are right side up, and they are. Like this. Instead of scoring at 6 inches, I'm just going to butt this up against, and that way I know my scoring is not going to be off, right? I hate it when that happens. Just like this. So it opens like this. Okay. I'm going to put this on the inside here. Again, this was 3 3/4 by 5, I think I said. Yes. Just want to make sure I got that right. It's hard to see on this black where my score lines are in here. I'll make sure I get this in here straight. There we go. That looks pretty good. Kind of hard to see. Okay, here's our front. Here's our inside. This is going to go just like this. I know it's horribly hard to do this, but that's why I always buy 2 packs and even more of my favorite papers. So I don't have to feel like, oh, I can't use that much designer paper on one card, but I can. And especially when I get a good discount on it by being, you know, part of the Stampin' Up! Family. Okay, so we've got that going on. Now we're going to take this and we're going to put this down here. I think what I'm going to do is my belly band first, though, because we're going to make a belly band with this. So I am going to... my belly band's going to meet in the middle over here. So I'm just going to do this. This is easier than scoring. And then I line this up to make sure that it's straight and burnish. Okay. So I'm going to put it back on here. And then I'm going to bring this in here. And again, I'm just going to, not tight because this is a belly band. It needs to slide on and off. And then I'm going to pull it off and make sure that I've got it straight here. Now let me see how I did. That looks good. Okay, I am going to trim some of this off because I've got way too much. So 11 inches is a lot, but I'd rather trim some of them off than have it be too short. Okay, so that's how we're going to do that. And I'm going to put a little glue on the end out here. And a little bit of glue on the end right here. Again, you don't want to pull this tight because it needs to go on and off. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do our twine. Those 2 pieces are for the bow. And this one, I'm just going to wrap around here 3 times. So you're going to get enough to wrap around 3 times. I'm just going to take some tape. Whoops, that's kind of a lot. I didn't need that much. And I'll put that right here. Cut this off. All right, that looks great. We'll put this on with our dimensionals. I'm getting really warm. And I didn't even do anything wrong yet, so it's not like a hot flash, right? You guys know how those, anytime I like have a fumble, it's like, oh, I get a hot flash. And then this is gonna go right on here. Oh, I think I need some more dimensionals over here. I got those kind of close together. So let me throw one more out here. That'll work. I want this to have good stability, just like that. Okay. Then we're gonna take this and we're gonna use, because I just happen to have black dimensionals. It's not like it matters, but I have some. We'll do this. And we'll put this right down here for a great friend. I don't even know if I told you what that said. And then we're going to tie a bow. Do people know to slide the belly band? Well, it's their card. I don't know, Margaret, if they really know, but I think once they like grab it and go like this, and they can figure it out. The people I send cards to are pretty smart. I think that's a legit question, but yeah, I think they probably know. They don't know right away, but they figure it out. Once I send the card, not my problem. But that's a really good question. And I think most of my people can figure my cards out. And most of the people I send cards to on a regular basis, they know that it's a card from Kelly, so it's going to do something probably, right? Okay, and then I'm just going to bring this right in here. And I like doing it this way because I have more control over my bow. It's not all jacked up, going the wrong way or not laying the right way or whatever. Last but not least, how about some low profile dots here? So I'll do a big one right over here. And another, how about one right up here, and then a little one. Oh my goodness. What do you guys think? Now, this was our mystery stamping for the month. And the cool thing about Team Mystery Stamping is that everybody posts a picture of what they came up with on our team Facebook page. So we get to see a whole bunch of cards made with the same layout, but different stamp sets, different paper, different colors, different embellishments. And it's just so fun to be a part of that every month. So between that and other challenges on my team blog, we have tons and tons of inspiration. And it doesn't matter whether you're a discount shopper or a demonstrator like I am. Look at that. Ooh, I kind of like that. What do you guys think about that element? I think that's pretty neat, and I think I need to stick that in there. That was that little crosshatch die. I'm doing it. That was in the die set, and I haven't really used that yet, so I'm just gonna pop that right in there. Good grief, what has she done? Look at that, Wendy. That's cool, huh? I think it's pretty cool, right? So anyways, lots and lots of inspiration for team members and lots of challenges. We have a lot of fun. If if you want to be part of something bigger or even just try it out, there's really no downside to trying it out either. You can stay for as long as you want. If it's not for you, you can let your demonstratorship run out. No worries. You can still be my friend. You can still watch my videos. I will still treat you just like I do today. I know sometimes people think, oh, she'll get mad at me and whatever. Nope, doesn't happen. Okay, let me grab my next card. Oh, thank you so much, Wendy. I'm glad you like it. Next up. Oh, this is a really fun one, you guys. You're gonna love this. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. So this is my original that I made, and I used this little thank you. So you could definitely do that too. Little bitty thank you. That works as well. But I do like that element on there. I like it. Okay, next card. We have some new fun coming up. How many rolls of this do you think I have open and going at the same time? Seems kind of crazy, right? But I think I lose it sometimes, and then I have to just grab another one. That's what happens. Let me put this on the back here so I have my dimensions. Again, this will be card number 2 in your free card kit. And then, oh, this goes over here. We've got Poppy Parade. We're going to do a little Poppy Parade, and I really wanted to make a ton of these in different colors today, you guys, but here's how this happened. Let me tell you about my little snafu this morning. I forgot all about this till right now. So, I get up this morning. I got up before my alarm went off. I was up super late, early hours this morning, like till 2:30 in the morning, working. And I got up and I woke up before my alarm. That was awesome, right? I'm like, oh, that's good. I come downstairs and I'm like, ooh, I should go get ready. So I got myself ready, got myself dressed, got all the things done. And then I went back downstairs to have just a touch to eat. I had my homemade yogurt this morning with some granola in it and some honey. And I look at the clock on the wall. Do you guys know where this is going? Look at the clock on the wall. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I think it was so late already? So I go trudging back upstairs and I do a little work. And then I look at my watch, which is an Apple Watch. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I better go put my vegetable tray and get my stuff ready for this party because the party starts at 11. So then, whoops, I got to clean this off better. So then I'm downstairs in the kitchen and I look at the wall clock again. And I go, I have almost an hour. I can go upstairs and do 45 minutes worth of work. So I'm almost ready to go back up the stairs. This is our envelope, by the way. Is that not so pretty? Yeah. I go back upstairs. I go back upstairs. All of a sudden, my phone rings. It's Steve. He's at the gym. He says, hey, did you know it's daylight savings was last night? And I'm like, oh my gosh. Totally never even heard a word about it. Like, I did not hear anything on any social media that was going on. So I was ready to go back upstairs. He goes, yeah. He goes, I'm at the gym and I'm just ready to go into the massage chair because he's been having some problems with a knot in his neck. And he says, I looked at my phone and it's like, I don't know what time it was, but it was really late and he knew that I needed to leave at 10:30. It's 10:15 and he needs to get home because he has my vehicle. Okay, so we're going to die cut this. I just stamped both of these with black. I'm using the For a Great Friend again. We're going to die cut that. So once again, I almost got bit by daylight savings time. Isn't this cool? I love these banners. Now, I also thought about doing this on a white banner for this card, but I really thought the color looked better. So long story short, that is why I do not have a whole bunch of colors of this card, only Poppy Parade, because I got caught like with my pants down. And now we're talking about licking things and pants down. I'm probably going to get shut right down by Amazon or by YouTube. But true story. So I hope those aren't buzzwords that get me in trouble. Patricia says, I hate daylight savings time. Oh, and Margaret didn't know until this morning either. Yeah, I haven't heard a thing. Okay, so this is actually white ink on this pretty little stamp. And I am going to bring this in here, and I'll tell you what size this is in just a minute. This black layer is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and look at that. Fun, right? Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to clean this off again too. So needless to say, I did not go upstairs and make more of these colors, which is what I was intending on doing before I went to the party. I got my stuff loaded up and I left. Because, you know, I need to be there a little early to help with setting up. And I had the, you know, some food that needs to be arranged on tables. Like we're pretty anal about our party stuff. Like things need to be just right. I don't know where Haley gets that from. I'm very precise. When I have a thing in my head, it needs to be that way. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, sometimes. And other times I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm more like whatever with the little kids. Look at that. Isn't that striking? Yeah. Sarah, I wish that daylight savings time would go away also. So yeah, I'm totally with you. Okay, now we're going to use this particular designer paper. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and then I have a 1/2 by 4 inch strip here. Okay. And then I have this. Then I have a basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. And what we're going to do in here is we're going to use that cute, beautiful font, You're Pretty Wonderful. And I am going to stamp that right here. That looks a little crooked. Let's try that. We'll do better this time. Yes, we did. And then we've got these fun little ladybugs. Wendy, it's ladybugs. Yeah. Ladybugs are very special to Wendy. Here we go. Look at that. Okay, then we're going to put this designer paper on here. And I'm just going to use the black and white side. It sounds really windy outside. Sarah, is it windy out tonight? Sarah lives not too far from me. Well, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles. But it would be windy over by her house too, probably, if it was windy outside. Oh, Kathy says she'd love to see it in Boston white. That's a great idea, Kathy. We're not going to do that tonight, but it would be a little more, it'd be a little more, really show up a little bit better. But one thing about this card, and one thing that I really wanted to kind of bring out with this card that I'm making, is it's easy. It's super easy because all we're doing is stamping and making a die cut banner. There's not too much fuss with this. And I love the chalkboard look on the black paper. So this is a great technique card, right? Another really cool technique. Look at that. Yeah. I'm going to add this right to the front with that black and white paper that's so busy. I really wanted this to be very, very like kind of muted and simple. And then I think I'll grab these black ones again. We're going to do this. And I'm going to push this one way out here just a little bit further because we're going to add some of this gold. Let's use up this little bit of gold that I have. Oh, Sarah said it's pretty calm. It sounds windy here. I don't know why. I'm going to look out the window and get a drink at the same time. Guess what, you guys? It's dark out there. Can't see a thing. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to just see out in the backyard and see if that flag is waving around. Nope. Okay, now with this, I'm going to take 2 pieces. Let's see. I'm going to make a little bit bigger bow than that. I'm going to take, 2 pieces of this. That ought to be good. Here's my ribbon scissors right here. So I'm going to do, whoops, 2 pieces that are, let's bring my handy dandy ruler in here, 10 inches. That'll make a nice size bow, won't it? Okay. Here we go. And I want that to go right down in here, and then we're gonna go like this. Okay, so I did get that big enough. I might make that bow just a little bit bigger, but looks pretty decent. I'm gonna put that right in here. Can always move it if we need to. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. We're gonna come in with this. I think I'm gonna put another one right in the middle too. That's not gonna interfere with that bow. I just didn't want a dimensional to land on top of the knot in here. And we're gonna do this, right? Okay, now, last but not least, here, I wanna trim these up a little bit. I don't want them to be hanging out that far. See the floor? Right on the floor, people. Then we're going to take our low profile dots, and we're going to use the petal pink ones this time. What, Kelly? That doesn't even make any sense. Well, get out your Pape Parade Stampin' Blend marker. I hear somebody's car backfiring. And we're going to color that with the marker. Look at that, you guys. These do take color. I didn't think they would. I haven't tried that yet. But we're going to put one right here. That's a big one. Here comes a little one. And then I'm going to grab this one and maybe drop it right in there. Look at that contrast. Holy cow. It turned out better than I ever expected. And then we have the envelope. What do you guys think? Yay. Oh, hey, I forgot to color these. Look at this. We'll have just a little pop of color in here. This is that Poppy Parade. Here we go. And what do you think, Wendy? I think Lovey would have loved this one, right? She would love this. Yay. Okay, so I always love to do this. Let's bring these back out here. Let's clear out this desk. Here we go. We have a beautiful technique. This is called the chalkboard technique. I wasn't thinking about that when I made it, but it is. And then we have the belly band with the fun fold, right? Love this. And then we have Wendy's most amazing layout card. I just love this. Wow. Free when your order reaches $50. I will send this to you. Please make sure you use that host code if your order's under $150. If it's over $150, all you guys need to do is email me and say, Kelly, I would like to get your mixed florals card kit for the week. Okay, now I have a ton, not a ton, but I have lots of samples to share with you, and then the mail. So I definitely want to do that too. So let me move these out of the way. Do you guys love them? I love them, right? Yeah. Next time I will emboss with the white powder. That's a great idea because I do like that look. Okay, first off, I shared this card with you guys. This was from my team member, Kay Nestor. Another really pretty layout with these dies and then that plaid embossing folder. And I love that this is a little bit different as far as it's not these colors. It's a whole different color palette. And I love that about this card, Kay. Very nice. She also put some Wink of Stella on her flowers, which really makes them sparkle. Isn't that so pretty? All right, next I got this card from Carol Fox. And I love this layout. And I'm like, hey, what is that? This is the cards Memories and More kit. And it comes with some adhesive die cuts or some die cuts that you can raise up. This whole thing is printed. She did take some little flowers here that are die cut, and I'm assuming they're part of the die cuts that are in that kit also. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, so that's the Memories and More. This is just one piece. It's not a circle punched out and leaves on top. So I love that layout. Then, thank you, by the way, for the card, Carol, and Kay, and Wendy. This is a swap card that I got, and look how pretty this is. What? This is very beautiful. I love this. Who is this? I don't know. I don't know who made that. Here's another one. This is from my friend Lori. Gorgeous. And I think she colored. I don't know if those are the colored. Where's mine? Where's my colored ones? Hang on, I gotta look at this because that's got me perplexed now here. Sure she did. She colored her dots with the boho blue or the Misty Moonlight. Probably Misty Moonlight. Can you see that? So look at how pretty those are. Those, again, they're the low profile dots. So beautiful card. Oh, here comes another one. This is embossed with white. And then they used, I think, a little bit of white to color inside the flowers. This is glimmer paper embossed with gold. This is embossed with gold. Isn't that cool? And then you could write right over this whole thing with a lemon lime twist. It was stamped on the inside that matches this glimmer paper. So that was really pretty. Then we have this little beauty. I know, Margaret, these cards are beautiful, aren't they? This is so pretty. This designer paper was from an old mini catalog, but it's still available. I can't remember what it's called. Do you guys remember what that's called? I had a card that I made with it, but I never got a video shot, and then it was, too late. But look at how pretty that is. I like the gray leaves here. I think that's gray granite. Not sure on that color, but I think it is. Yeah, very pretty. Another great layout. Look at this one. This is just with the leaves and then the flowers that are in that. They've got flowers right here and a die. And she stamped the flowers on the soft sea foam and then colored them in and die cut them and put them behind here. Isn't that pretty? I just love this whole suite, you guys. It was, like I said, the minute I saw it, it's like, oh yeah, that's mine. It's totally mine. Look at this one. I love the lemon lolly. Now this is some new designer series paper that's part of the online exclusives, this grayish black. But I love this layout. I love the same technique that I used on this card. Right? So cool. And I love the lemon lolly. Very pretty. And let's see. Last, this was one of the cards with the fun folds that I did for Stamp Happy Academy for one of their live classes that you get with your premium membership. And this comes right off like that. It's got a little mechanism in the back. There's 3 cards made with this technique and various stamp sets and dies that are super fun. So this is kind of, this just shows the quality of what you get with a premium membership on the Stamp Happy Academy. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. So very, very cool. Cool cards. Oh, this is the matching little envelope that I did. And again, just a snippet of that big stamp. Very nice. Didn't you love this whole thing, you guys? This is like the bomb. This just makes me giddy from the minute I saw it. This was my jam. I can't wait to make some more cards with this, and I definitely will be. So, I have mail. And it's not a lot of mail, so I will go through that quickly. Let me move these all out of the way. And then you guys, excuse me, I will get pictures of these taken and get my blog post up so that you have reference for all the products and the colors and all those things. So this is from Karen Drain. Look how nice and pretty this card is. This is a really nice layout too with a couple strips of designer paper on there. Isn't that so pretty? She was thanking me for the gift that she got from the Stamp Happy Academy. Every month with the Stamp Happy Academy, Barb, Dina, and I give away a bundle. So we give away a bundle every month, and then we have card challenges where we give away a couple more prizes every single month. So it's really a pretty good jam. Pretty good deal. Okay, next up, let me find some more mail here. I don't like to show you guys addresses because I know that's not a good idea. This is from Joan Ballinger. Look at how nice. Again, another really cool layout. Love the black and white paper with this. Yes. She says, I hope you don't mind that this isn't Stampin' Up! Paper. Joan, absolutely not. But she was thanking me for the gems that she got. So, love that. She was another winner. Then we have Luann Weidenfeller. Look at how pretty this is. This is just a really neat card, right? That's with our celebration paper. And again, she won embellishments at the team meeting. So you guys are so welcome. I told you I didn't have a lot of mail today, but I wanted to share that with you. And thank you guys, those of you that sent cards from Molly and Dawson. They have them. They've been delivered, and I probably will not get them back, but I will be able to see them when I go over to their house. So thank you so much for doing that. Valerie has a birthday on April 25th. Just if anybody is interested in making her a card, I know she would absolutely love it. She watches my show most often on Sunday nights, at least for a little while before she has to go to bed. So that would be really sweet. And of course, it's always appreciated. I remember my mom's birthday. Everybody's been asking, when is your mom's birthday? It's on April 15th, tax day. So she will be 80 years old, and Val is turning 5 on the 25th. So yeah. All right, you guys, I don't think I forgot anything. Please give me a thumbs up. That really helps me out in all the analytics. Like this video, share this video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you definitely want to check out the links below here for that Thankful Garden. My newest March online class. This is going to be a doozy. It has the masks in it also. And what else? I have one more of the Meant to Be online class left. And I have gotten a little bit behind. Those are going to be going out in the mail tomorrow, everybody. They were supposed to be out on Saturday, and I just could not pull it off. So I apologize for that. Last week's class was the... let's see, where's all the cards for that? Oh, here's the other one. Last week's class was the storybook, Friends, and all these cute little cards. You guys, the designer series paper is going to be back in stock. I have everything cut to get these kits out in the mail, except I'm waiting for more designer series paper. So I should be getting that in soon. And when I do, I'll pop these kits in the mail for you. I'm just glad it's coming back because I was really worried about that one. All right. Have a fantastic week. I will be sharing pictures on my Facebook page from Raleigh, North Carolina, so make sure you check in there if you haven't looked for that yet. Go out to Facebook. It's called AStampAbove - Your Creative Coach, or you can do a search for me. I think you'll find it with my name, Kelly Acheson. Follow along on our trip. Luba, thank you so much. Helen, Susan, Maria, Patricia, Amy, Denise, Carol, Lori, Beverly, Sharon, Susan, Judy, as far as my screen can see. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to everybody who joined me tonight. Thank you for taking a little bit of time out of your evening to spend with me. Like, I love my Sunday nights with you guys. And I will not be live next week. I will see you back here on March 23rd. That's going to be a problem. But I will make sure that we have videos for that. All right. Thanks, you guys, so much. See you in a couple weeks, if not earlier. Good night.